It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And coming up, we'll see the workhorse, Jonathan Taylor. He really helped drive them a week ago with a 3-touchdown game. It's the Colts and the Broncos coming up next.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Denver Broncos and the Indianapolis Colts. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, we take a look at the Colts entering play. They come in riding high, just one loss in their last 7 games.
It's a very focused team, very disciplined. They've kept the penalties to a minimum, and they're winning football games.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Broncos, even with all the games we have broadcast together over the years, partner, seems like every time we see something new and kind of get that feeling we might get something unique here in this one as well.
No 2 games are ever really the same, are they, Brandon? Because there's always a couple of little details, standout performances.
Here's the former Illini kicker Chase McLaughlin to get us started. And we are underway here on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the man who proclaims to be from a whole pack of Badgers. Came into the league back in 2012, Russell Wilson.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe he leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Wilson going to come out throwing. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Right away, they rack up 10 yards on their first play from scrimmage.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
The first carry now. This is Williams. A decent run there following the display of quick feet down just inside the 45. The numbers for Williams a week ago, 19 carries, 96 yards.
In a perfect world, they'd run the ball the same way they did last week, but against the #1 rush defense in the league, they're going to have to find a different way to move the ball. Maybe they start throwing it early and come back to the run.
And they'll run the end around here with Jeudy. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. Defensively, they have that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Here's Wilson. Man open left side. It's Williams. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. To throw is Wilson. Flush to his right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. This defense for the Colts, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, It always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football.
Touchdown, Broncos. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Broncos are on the board first here this afternoon. And Johnson's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown.
They need to block in the back. Offense.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Out for the PAT, here's Johnson. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. So now the Colts will get their first opportunity with the football. And they'll be let out by their quarterback now in his third season in the league.
I like this guy. And the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
It's showtime, baby. Here we go, here we go.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
What do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snootful, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
18 Rebels, 18 Rebels. Warriors, 17.
Back to throw. Reyes. Over the middle, complete. It's James. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
On 1st and 10, Reyes. James has got it, complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
19 strikes. 19 lights.
Looking to throw on second down. Reyes. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter, because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Taylor. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
60 Maverick. 60. 70 Rangers.
Operating from the gun. Reyes. Looking end zone, and he's got his man. It's Woods. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Colts are back within a score. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that will make our score 14-7. That time a 6-play drive. And a Jelani Woods touchdown catch capped things off. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start. It's certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be? Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. That's unfortunate because he had a nice run going, but give credit to the defense. They got a hand in the cookie jar there, CD.
You have to think about vision, finding a place to get down after you know you've gotten all you can out of a run, and obviously ball security is paramount. In today's football, everyone's coming after the rock. You've got to make sure you protect it and protect the yardage you just gained.
First and 10, Taylor now. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
To throw on second down, Reyes. He finds his man, complete. That's James. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down, Reyes. That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the #3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Taylor is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. A loss of 2 there, second down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Here's Taylor again. And he's not going too far. In fact, stopped dead in his tracks at the 3. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. 3rd down and goal. This Denver defense trying to hold up for one more play. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And his kick is indeed good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they'll add on to that by getting the field goal.
You don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he'll get this up only to about the 22. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the #1 goal? Make the playoffs. #2, win your division. #3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the #1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Reyes. He's got his man. It's Pierce. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Here we go. Here we go. Press 50. Press 50. 18 Ramblers. Warriors 17. Buffalo 18.
Back to throw again. And he's got Pierce. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Mustang 19. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 19 tight, 19 tight.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Caught on the slant. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's third and goal.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
60 Ranger. 70 Ranger.
On fourth down, Reyes. Looking in zone, and he's got his man. It's Woods. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Colts have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now 17-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a first down. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So we halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. So here are the Colts to take over. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start first and 10. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And some space here. And he'll be out right at the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
Okay, ready?
Looking to throw. Reyes. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
When you're running the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
On third down, Reyes able to find his man, Woods. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 38-yard line. That third down conversion good for 23.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, Can you reward yourself by keeping him on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on him. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
On first down, Reyes. He finds his man complete. It's James. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. They like going to him in the slot. He catches it all.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Tackle made by Devin Lloyd, the linebacker. A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Reyes under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. DJ Jones busting through to get him for a loss of 6. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Looking to throw. Reyes. This pass caught. It's Woods. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Let's go now.
They'll run here with Taylor. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Again, it'll be Taylor. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Taking it about the 1. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the 2nd half. They make their 2nd half debut here. Things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that can make this a 3-possession game.
On 2nd down, Williams. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
He'd had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Got a man open, it's Sutton. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
A couple of 1st downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive. And they're off to a fast start here.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Indianapolis. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. Now Wilson on first down. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
And he will find his man, Samuel. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 23 yards on the play. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Wilson will throw again. And they're going to get it. They bring it down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Wilson. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Quiddy Pay getting in there and burying him behind the line. Johnson's kick is good, and this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each ending in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On the counter, it's Taylor. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Reyes got his man complete over the middle. That's James. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Right there, hurt.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And some room to roam now. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 71 yards rushing here for Taylor. He's got a first down. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches. They go to the ground again with Taylor. Now he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Colts add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. So this drive spans several plays. And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So Russell Wilson in the offense. Down by 2 touchdowns. Just over a minute 40 to play. A 4th straight defeat looming on the horizon, barring a comeback here as they've got it with a first down. Flushed out right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Able to find Judy. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On first down, Wilson. And that's caught by Williams. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Colts will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, obviously, Charles, this stage of the game, down 2 scores, they had to put the football in the air. Unfortunately, it gets picked off.
And the criticism comes easily in situations like this, but you just laid it out. Look where they are on the scoreboard. Look at where the clock is in the game. He has to take a chance here and try and get the ball downfield to his receivers. Unfortunately, it was picked off.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to it? Maybe his rhythm is just off. He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th.
18 runners, 17.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
They'll look to throw again. Over the middle, hauled in by Pierce. And this is going to be another first down as they make the tackle at the Broncos' 15-yard line. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a
And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, get my go, go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. I'm the best, then you go. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, get my go, go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. For the bank and they know I'm impressive. He wanna talk, but he not on the schedule. I ain't taking no from my boy heavy. I'm the best and you heard what I said. Spend all the money, I'm dripping, it's falling. Got on it, then it's dripping like water. Teaching but I don't have a daughter. I know me, I can pick up when I call her. Working big and it don't hurt to break, cause I'ma always do it how I